Guys, what is going on? I've been wanting to do this for a long time, and today is the day I'm finally letting go of this tractor. This is my 2017 3025E, and I want to do a review on it because I'm upgrading it today to the 4044M. But I got it July of 2017. The tractor has been awesome for me, honestly. It hasn't been perfect, but it's been a great tractor. So I'm just going to do a little review on it and tell y'all what I think. Originally, I got the tractor for 2.5 acres here, just to kind of fix it up, get it to where it needed to be, and then maintain it. But then over time, kind of realized that a lot of people were asking for work, so I started helping other people. So I started picking up other jobs, doing stuff with the tractor. And honestly, a tractor has been good. And the main reason I'm trading it in is not because this is a bad tractor. It's underpowered or none of that. It's just I need some bigger tires, and I'd like to have a little bit more weight and a little more power. Obviously, ain't gonna hurt either. I realize it's a 25 horsepower, 19.5 PTO. I run a 60-inch bush hog. When I bought this one, it came with the RC 2060 60-inch bush hog and a box blade, also 60-inch. And I got the trailer too, all the package, 0% interest for 60 months. So like I said, the tractor has been good. I do wish I had a little bit more power with it, mainly when I'm digging, or if I'm getting into something, anything too wet, when I'm bush hogging, stuff like back here where you see, I live in Florida, North Florida here. It's real wet, swampy. You get into a real thick grass where it's wet and real thick. It will bog the motor down. Standard category 1 3-point hitch. R4 industrial tires, D160 loader. The loader's been good, no real problems with it. It's not very jerky or touchy at the controls here. It's pretty good, and you can lock it out right here. My daughter, we had picked up a cow one day. The cow needed some attention. I was holding it up. My daughter was sitting on lap, and she just jerked on it for a second, and it bless her heart, man, it dropped that cow about 2 feet. So I should have locked it that time. That's what it's for. It'll lock it out. Real simple. Pto Engager right here. You can get the option of cruise control and a few other things. I'm really not sure. This one here is real basic model. Cup holder. I gotta have that. To the back of the tractor here, your top link, stabilizers. PTO connection. Everything's pretty simple, pretty standard for what most tractors are. One of the biggest things about John Deere, some people love it. It can be controversial. Some people say it's not good. These hydraulic pedals here are freaking awesome. I don't care what anybody says. You go forward with that one, you back up with that one. Hydrostatic transmission. Very simple, very intuitive. You don't have to change gears. There's no treadle pedal like on the Kubotas and a few others. I feel like that you can probably get used to anything. I mean, if you run it, it's yours. You do it all the time, you get used to it. But to me, I think that's real good. Just all you have to do is just move your foot, left to right, and that's it. You ain't got to pick your heel up. So, front of the tractor here. I think this one looks great. I love how the headlights are tucked up in there, square, kind of retro, kind of old school looking. The newer ones and the one I'm upgrading to all have that funny looking Japanese freaking thing up here where the headlights wrap around, and they've got that little, kind of weird to me. I'm not really a fan of that. I'll open up the hood here. Off the bat, you can see my coolant is low, and I've noticed that from the beginning I noticed it came down. I figured, you know, maybe, just maybe there's just a air bubble or something in the system. Run a little while, let that air, you know, top it back off. Over time, I've got 106 hours on it, and see where it's at. It's low. So if I were to keep the tractor, that's something I would definitely bring up as a warranty item. Something they need to look at. I'm not sure where. It's never overheated, but it's definitely got some type of leak somewhere, and it's just slowly draining. Air filter, coolers, motors back here, batteries down up in there. Here's the motor. I believe it's a 3-cylinder, and it's a Yanmar. It is not tier 4. There's no here, I'll look at it right here. 1540 standard, you know, what most diesels take. Engine oil. There's no DPF on this tractor because it's 25 anything under, I think 30 or 31 horse or something requires it, but this one not so much. It's pretty simple, cut and dry. 4-wheel drive is right here, right below your left leg here. If you need it, you just pop it up and you can drop it down for 2-wheel drive. Real simple. You can do it on the fly, no stopping required. Your shifter, 2 range, low and a high, and that's it. Also, a complaint a lot of people have, you got your toolbox up in here, a little storage cubby. Not really a toolbox, I call it a storage cubby. Now when you run this tractor, you're running the PTO, to reach 540 RPM, you're pretty much wide open. That tractor don't rev up more than about 2,500. So to run it, you're running wide open in low gear to maintain that PTO speed. The PTO RPM right around 2,500 right here. So if you do get into that stuff, that thicker stuff, it bogs the motor down. You're going to fall below that 540, and that's not something you want when you're running a bush hog or some other type of implement using that PTO. I'll fire it up here well, I won't fire it up, I'll turn it on. But 106 hours. You can flip through the screens there. I don't know what exactly that is. PTO hours is 13. That means, you know, I don't bush hog very often, and that's all I've got. That's PTO driven. Engine hours, and that's all I got. Like I said, real simple, basic machine here. For the price, I can't beat it. And that's a blinker. That's your left blinker. That's your right blinker. You got hazards right there. Hazards and headlights, and then headlight, and I think that's it, just headlights. Here's your throttle. Anytime you're running it wide open. Like I said, not a whole lot of options there. Just if you're running it, just run it wide open. Your PTO or your 3-point hitch height right here. Up and down, very simple. You got a lock. There's no draft control. I wish it had a draft. Although I don't even know if I would use it, but I do box blade a bunch. Might be a nice option just to have. And that's pretty much the view. I mean, that's what it looks like from up here. Pretty good view, I'd say. Not really a whole lot to the tractor. I mean, it's very simple. 4-wheel drive. I'll take you up underneath it and show you what the front axle looked like. Hell, there's your front axle. Everything is hydrostatic. Steering's hydrostatic. You got your oil filter, fuel filter on this side, which I didn't even get around to changing it since I'm trading it in. I'm at 100 hours. 100 hours is what the first oil change calls for, and then after that I think it's 400. Maybe, no, every 200 it might be. So, like I said, very Very cut and dry, very basic tractor. But for the price, man, I'll tell you what. I've done so many jobs with this tractor. It is not underpowered. You can do anything a bigger tractor can do. It might take you a little longer. You know, you can't do it as fast. But it'll. I think the lift capacity is 1,100 pounds on this loader. It's got a quick attach bucket. It's also standard for John Deere. Very simple. You just pull these pins here. There's plenty of videos on that on YouTube. You know, and little hinge right there. Lean back on a loader and it comes right off. Very, very simple. It's been a great tractor. I highly recommend it if you've got, you know, 5 acres or less maybe. Or even if you've got, you know, 1 acre, you live in town, but you want to do some side work or something like that. It's been a really good tractor. I'm not hating on this tractor at all. I love it. I'm going to miss it when it's gone. One of the best things about the tractor being this size is that it is small and it'll fit. Like last night I was doing a job in a barn. These sheep were about to give birth. I had to get in there and clean it out. And it fit right up underneath. I mean, I could drive right in there, drive out. With a bigger tractor, you couldn't do that. So overall, great tractor. Highly recommended. The package, I believe I was right around $19,000 out the door. Payments are about $300, $330, depending on you know, on your down payment and everything. But can't complain. You got a few grease spots here on the loader. You got some more around back. Very easy to maintain, very cheap to keep, and it'll probably last a lifetime. But like I said, I'll bring you a review on a 4044M, much bigger tractor, almost double the horsepower. I wish I could have got the 66 or 52, but for the price, man, like I said, I'm not rich by any means. I get, you know, my money's worth, what I can afford and what I think is the best bang for my buck. So anyway, that's my 3025E. It'll be the last time it's here. Next video will be the review on the 4044 with a grapple and the disc harrow. So, and I'm getting a 72-inch bush hog and box blade as well to go with it, the new trailer. But that's it. If y'all have any questions, ask me. I'd love to answer them. Did a lot of research before I bought this one. And a lot of questions I had that just weren't out there, weren't available. The answers weren't available to me. So, but that's it, man. Good tractor. Enjoy it. Like, subscribe, comment. Enjoy the coming videos. Oh, another thing I want to point out is a diff lock. If you ever get in a bind, just barely tap that pedal right there. Just barely tap it, and it'll lock the diff. All four tires will lock up, and you get more power to get out of a tough spot or whatever you need. So that's also a nice little feature. Other than that, I don't even use a brake hardly. So, alright, enjoy it. Have a good one. Alright, y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Keep watching. I'll bring you more videos with the new tractor.